Chapter 4 2 cents. The next day, Keawe rides down from his house on the mountain and takes the ship to Honolulu. The men on the ship talk and laugh, but Keawe walks up and down, up and down. In the evening, they arrive in Honolulu, and Keawe asks for Lopaka. Lopaka has a ship now, people tell him. He is away on his ship. Then Keawe remembers Lopaka's friend, the lawyer, and he asks for him.
"Ah,"
says a man.
"He is very rich now. He has a big new house in Waikiki."
So Keawe goes to the lawyer's house.
"How can I help you?"
says the lawyer.
"You are Lopaka's friend,"
says Keawe.
"and I am looking for something from him. Perhaps you have it?"
The lawyer's face goes dark.
"I understand you, Mr. Keawe,"
he says.
"I don't have it, but you can ask this man."
And he gives Keawe a name. Day after day, Keawe goes from house to house. Many people have already sold the bottle. Everyone gives him a new name. Every day, he sees beautiful new houses, and servants, and horses, and happy faces.
"These are all things from the imp,"
he thinks.
"and these men are all happy because they do not have the bottle."
But one day, he comes to a house. The young man at the door has fear in his eyes.
"Ah,"
thinks Keawe.
"here is the bottle."
So he says to the man,
"I want to buy the bottle. How much is it now?"
"How much is it?" says the young man. He looks at Keawe. "You don't know?"
"No."
says Keawe.
"Perhaps you can tell me."
The young man's face shows more fear. "It is 2 cents, he says.
"What?"
cries Keawe.
2 cents? Then you can only sell it for 1 cent. And then, after that...
Keawe cannot say it, but he knows. After someone buys the bottle for 1 cent, they cannot sell it, because you cannot pay less than 1 cent for it. The young man falls to the ground. "Please, buy it," he cries. "Please."
"Love is in front of me,"
says Keawe.
"Give me the bottle, and here is 1 cent.
Keawe takes the bottle and leaves the house. He thinks,
"I want to be clean."
and when he takes off his clothes, there is no leprosy on his skin. But when he sees this, something changes in him. He forgets about the leprosy, and he forgets about Keawe. He can think only of the imp, and he can think only
I am going to hell.
But he knows that he must take the good with the bad. So he takes the next ship back to Kona. And soon he and Keawe marry. And he carries her up the mountain to the bright house. When he is with Keawe, Keawe can forget the bottle. But when he is alone, he sees only the red fires of hell. Keawe is kind and happy. All day in the bright house she sings, and Keawe hears her. He cries when he thinks about the imp, but then he washes his face, and he sits with Keawe singing and smiling. But one day, Keawe stops singing. Keawe and Keawe begin to sit on different balconies, and Keawe can think only of the bottle and the imp and of hell. One day, he hears crying. It is Keawe.
Why are you crying, Keawe?
Keawe asks.
Why aren't you happy?
Happy?
Keawe cries.
Keawe, everyone tells me you are the happiest man in the world. But now you are with me and you never smile. What is wrong with me? Why aren't you happy with me?
Oh, Keawe, I am sorry,
says Keawe, and he sits next to her.
Listen, and I can tell you everything. Then you can understand how much I love you.
And Keawe tells Keawe everything. Keawe listens, and then she cries.
You do all this for me?
She cries.
Oh, how can I save you?
Nobody can save me.
Keawe says.
I am going to hell.
Keawe,
says Keawe.
you talk about sense, but not all the world is American. In Tahiti, they have a small coin called the centime. There are 5 centimes in a cent. Let's go to Tahiti, Keawe. There, we have 4 centimes, 3 centimes, 2 centimes, 1 centime. Someone can buy the bottle for 4 centimes.
You are clever, Keawe.
Cries Keawe.
Perhaps you can save me. Perhaps you can.